Why am I gooning? Whatever. I'd like to welcome you. I'd like to welcome you. I'd like to say hello, hello, come in, how do you do? This is not a podcast, it's just a stream. But I'm happy that you'd spend your time with me. Welcome. Welcome back to Not a Podcast. I'm going to be very careful putting this away because my mic is very sensitive when all of its filters are off, and I don't want you to hear all the noises I'm making. So really quick, let's get those filters back on. And there we go. Filtered once more. Hi, Kabooble. Welcome. I'm just going to get started here today because I've kind of, well, okay, to put it succinctly, I feel like I haven't been doing the talking portion of this sort of thing enough, right? I feel like a lot of the time we're just kind of bouncing off each other, and that's good. I like talking to you guys in chat. But if I have to admit that this is a podcast, then I mean a podcast requires that I maybe just talk to, So I'm not super worried if not a lot of people are here for the live recording of this one. It's totally fine. It's early morning on a Saturday. So, and this is the first time we're doing it in this time slot as opposed to late at night. So, I'm hopeful that more people are around for the next one, but even if they're not, I'm happy to just talk a while. Orange. I couldn't think of a character to mistake you for today. I mean, it is a Saturday morning. I can't blame you. I can't think of anything right now either, really. Which is why I did the thing. I wrote down some bullet points to talk about so I know and have a record of what I want to talk about. Isn't that crazy? Hello, rabies and germs, and welcome to the new episode of If It's Not a Podcast, then what the fuck is it? Hi, Jesse. Good to see you. So, let's just start by stating the first bullet point that I wrote down, just to give you an idea of the type of writing you'll be dealing with these sorts of things, is I wrote down that the first thing I could talk about is how hard it is to write talking points. But, I mean, I do mean it. I did write it down because I genuinely sort of believe it. It sort of reminds me of the worst instances of having to write like a presentation in education. Growing up, especially like, prior to college, because after college I was pretty self-assured in my delivery and my ability to write, so I was pretty okay with presentations. But before that, oh god, starting with what's all on our mind. What's the deal with airplane food? Hal, is it me or did your model gain a belly? If so, who's the father? That would be a desk, awesomer, that I'm sitting at that has things on it. That would be a desk. You fucking jokester, you. But welcome, awesomer. It's good to see you again. Good to sniff you. Thanks, Jesse. I'm only messing with Yoi. I know. Hold on, do I still have the blah, blah, blah? I do. I do still have the freak. But yeah, honestly, if you guys would like to start, I'm happy to hear if you'd like to tell me how your day's going. If you have anything to share. I woke up. That's good. That's good. I woke up. That's also good. Maybe I shouldn't ask that question anymore, huh? My morning is going well so far. Hey, that's good. That's a different answer. I'll take it. I don't know. I don't really mind. I love coming home and it's like 7:30 and I can like make myself breakfast and I can eat that breakfast and then I can go lay in bed and sleep until like fucking, I don't know, 5 p.m. Hell, I hated my answer. No. I did not. I woke up Hal streaming life good. Aw. Thank you, awesomer. But I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. I didn't have a terribly busy night. It was just very typical of my sort of usual shift. I did. Okay. Tell me how you guys feel about this, right? So I have very long hair. If you haven't seen it, it goes down like a little past my shoulder, maybe to like in between my shoulder blades. So it's pretty long, yeah. And I came in tonight, and the guy who was before me, who was replacing, was like, "Hey, the guy from audit shift last night, um, left you a note and like these hair and like these shower caps, and said you got to make sure you're wearing them every time you do the breakfast." And it would be one thing, right? But like, this is the first time he's ever mentioned it to me after I've done audit for forever. And I always tie my hair back and put it in my shirt, like in the back of my shirt, right? So realistically, I don't know what prompted him to leave me that as a note, but I don't know. It tickled my pickle in the wrong way. You do know the gorilla meme about that kind of thing. Ride wife. Life good. Yeah, I recall. Good morning, Hal Pal. Chaz, it's good to see you, sister. How's it hanging? Hopefully well. Oh, I don't have my background music on. I never turned it back on. I'm an idiot. Please forgive me my misgivings. I think you're just getting bullshitted. Well, that's kind of what I was gonna say. Is the coworker that did it? Another fun story about that coworker, right? He's the one who trained me on the audit shifts, right? And I remember one morning, after we had gotten everything set up for breakfast, and I say we, I mean I got it set up, and he watched me do it to make sure I was doing it right. But we got everything set up for breakfast, and a woman comes by the desk, and I help her do something, and the whole time I'm helping her do something, the guy who was training me, he's like leaning over me and watching my every move, and he's like, oh, did you make sure you did this? And I would be like, yes, I did. He'd be like, all right, just want to make sure. Pretty sure you forgot it one time. And I think he's just like that, so I wasn't really begrudging it to him. But that woman came back up to the desk after he had gone to sit down in the office and was like, was he like all up in your case? Was he just like needling you? I was like, oh, no. I'm new, so it's fine. He was just helping me. And she was like, oh my gosh. If you weren't new, I would have thought he was just needling you. I was like, well, that's very kind of you, man. But it was funny to me. That's the one that I was doing all the overtime for. He went on a cruise recently, which, good for him. You gotta Bugs Bunny it. Find the most cartoonishly large shower cap you can. That'd be funny. It just like encompasses my whole face. I just have like a breathing hole. Oh, that would... Actually, never mind. That would be weird. I pictured that in my head and now it's weird to me. So we're gonna pretend I didn't say that. That being said, I did want to start off, right? I wanted to talk about, which this is kind of old news at this point, I suppose. But there's been a couple of articles about it. It's like been the big gaming news recently. I fell asleep on top of my phone, so I got an overheat scare. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Chaz. Otherwise, I'm pretty good. I finished a ref sheet for my bat, so now people can know what I look like. Ooh, post it in the server. I love to see bats. I always get excited to see a new bat. But what I was talking about, what was the exact thing? They may have even gone back on it by now. Sony has a tendency to do that. Nope, they haven't. Okay. So Sony is planning to end physical disc production for PlayStation games starting in 2028. Which, yes, that's a long way away. Your jump scare. Bat high eep. Alright, good night, Annie. Thank you for stopping by. But I do understand that, they may seem redundant, right? Like, physical disc releases are definitely a little redundant in the years now, where you know, it's so convenient to just go to like a digital marketplace and get your stuff from there. But the big problem that I have with it is that it's sort of knowing that Sony's the one doing it, knowing that any big company's doing it, to be honest. But fucking, I don't know, man. It all feels like a part of this big thing I've noticed, right? Where everything is a fucking rental now. You cannot own anything anymore. It's easier to find an apartment than a house. You know, your fucking dishwasher has a subscription you have to pay for that if you don't, they'll remotely fucking brick it. It's like something that's been talked about a lot. And I understand I'm not exactly bringing anything new to the table, but frankly, it's my show, and I just wanted to be fucking pissed about it. Because it sucks. Like, remember when Netflix, which this was a long time ago, it was before my time even, but remember how Netflix started as like, they would mail you a movie and you would mail it back? Remember when Redbox was a thing? Remember when movie stores were a thing? Fuck. Because, like, Redbox even still was a rental, but at least it was physical. At least you could hold it in your hands. If you wanted to, you could just never give it back. But there used to be a movie store at in my local, like, little, I guess you'd call it a strip mall. And I loved it. They had pizza, and they were always grungy and dingy, and it looked like shit, and they had a tanning salon in the back. But you could either rent the movies or you could buy them, right? And they always had, like, fucking whatever. I got a fucking Bionicle movie from that movie store when I was a kid. I don't even remember what it used to be called. It had, like, a really generic name, but fuck, man. Oh, that's fair, Chaz. I think we should end Sony as a physical business instead. I wholeheartedly agree. Stupid. I think we should eat Sony and get fat. Liquidate Sony and give it all to Tom Holland. Yeah, I agree, Akikil. That's why I drink it all. Don't drink pee. Don't own the piss you flush in the toilet. But no, I mean, it's just it's a trend that's obviously been around for a while, and I don't even think like renting things is necessarily a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing to have the capability of borrowing something for a sum of money, but it's the fact that like everything is practically a rental now. Like even something that I like, right? Even something like Steam, because Steam is a good platform, right? It's not like they're not horribly corporate overreachy. But I mean, you don't physically own any of the games that you own on Steam. You have their files on your computer, but I mean, you know, say you get banned from Warframe because you named something the piss launcher, and they did one of those really aggressive bans, and it's like, now you just can't play that. That just doesn't exist for you anymore. You don't have the physical disc to play it on. It's so weird. Oh, and I also wrote this down as a bullet point. I don't even need to check it on my phone because I remember it. But fucking music. Music streaming. Ooh. I fucking hate how commercialized, like, it's a very silly and juvenile thing to say, right? But I earnestly think that music is like my favorite form of artistry. I think music is the form of art I grow most attached to, right? But oh man, here's your options for listening to music in 2026. All right, you can still buy discs and vinyls and CDs and whatnot for now, but if you want the convenience factor, and if you want to release a song yourself, your best bet is a streaming platform. And when I say a streaming platform, I know there's one that comes to your mind. Can you guess it? Can you guess? It's Spotify. I'm not going to play that game with you. It's fucking Spotify. And God, what a bad Apple Music. Oh, well, fair enough. Can we rent you? Maybe someday. Pod Betcast? Bet. Hi, Andrew. Out of curiosity, Hal, what is your feelings on the new Galaxy Z Fold 8 versus the Z Fold... Fuck! Ah! Hi, Jade. I don't have any feelings on any Galaxy phone. I'm sorry, Akikil. How much do you cost? A lot, I guess. But... Fuck, man. Spotify, right. There's so many things about Spotify that I despise that I don't want this to be a negatively toned show. I don't want this to be a show where I just complain all the time. So, I'm not going to get too into the weeds on it. But it's just discouraging, you know? How do you measure the worth of a human life? Good question. Apple Music pisses me off because even when you buy it, the software will do everything in its power to not let you get files. Yeah, because it feeds into the larger issue because they don't want you to have it. They don't want you to be able to just have it, assuming they go offline. They want you to be reliant. And that's... It puts an icky feeling in my fucking skin. But what can we do about it, right? And there are things you can do. You can, you know, rally together with like-minded people to try and get something changed, but it's just so hard now with the way everything's been set up. But I don't want to get too into the weeds on it with this one. I just had that on my chest and wanted to get it out. Ugh. You know what? Let's talk in a different direction, right? What do you guys think about aquariums? Because I won't lie, right? I've been to the Denver Aquarium twice now on a couple separate occasions because of a couple of trips I've been on with Sky to visit some friends. Oh, speak of the devil? Right. I forgot about that. That works. Here, hold on. Let me open a new instance in my browser. Oh, it didn't go to my homepage. Whatever. We'll just leave that up. That'll do for now. You did this to yourself. That's reasonable. But yeah, no, aquariums I think are awesome. Because I was thinking about it, right? And I think the key thing... Yeah, exactly, Kabooble. But I think 50-50 is a better ratio than whatever the fuck zoos got going on, man. Zoos are like 80-20. 80% of them are like evil shit places, and then 20% of them are like actual like conservations of natural life. But the Denver Aquarium is unique because it has a big fucking lion or tiger exhibit in the middle, right? And like they're chilling. They both like each other. They're eating on good food and they play around all day. So I imagine they're happy, or at least I hope so. But I think I'm much more okay with aquariums because fish don't ever seem distressed by much of anything. They kind of just chill and eat and lay eggs. That's kind of like their whole life. McDonald's charges $3 for a single hash brown. Oh, you don't have to tell me. I already know. I used to love them shits when they were 99 cents, and now they are 3 times that. So, not so much anymore. You can? Okay, I will tell you guys a secret, right? You can go to the store, and you can buy hash brown patties that are like the exact same as McDonald's, and you can throw them in your oven for like a few minutes, and they come out and they're just as fucking good, if not better. You feel me? Keep that in mind. Keep that in your brain. I'm tapping my head right now. You can't see it because I'm a fish. I don't have hands. Tapping my brain. There's a lot of stuff you can get from the store that you wouldn't expect that's like a lot like stuff from established restaurants and things. With the amount of different forms you have, you could be considered a zoo, Hal. Hoot, hoot, zoo howls. Ribbit, ribbit, zoo howls. You guys remember Zoo Pals? Jeez. Hold on. You guys ever seen Zoo Pals? They were these marketing thing like fucking years ago. They used to have ads on TV, but they were just plates. Had like animal faces on them. Like, that was the whole thing. That was the whole product. That's why you put the pussy fish on the ceiling? What? If I remember right, you can actually see fish react negatively when you put them in too small or too hot or cold a container, but otherwise. Yeah, exactly, which thankfully most aquariums seem to get right. They also sometimes have, like, lizards and shit, and that's cool as hell. But yeah, Zoo Pals, these had, like, an ad spot on TV. Here it is. Hold on. Let me pause the music really quick. Keep in mind, this is an ad for fucking plates. Plates. Paper plates. You can buy at the store. Keep in mind, the plate is the whole product. There's no food involved. You provide the food. It's just the plate. I used to see this shit all the time on TV when I was like, I don't even know how old, like 7. God, man. Look at Zoo Pals. Oh shit! I closed my tab. Hold on. No, go back. Why are the plates? I want the fork and the spoon. Sell me those. They can't. They can't actually make living forks and spoons. Can't believe they out Sporky's parents on TV decades before Toy Story 4. So true. Hold on. Zoo Pals fork. I wonder if it'll. Yeah, there we go. There they are. Look, there the two of them are. Those are made by fucking Hefty. Oh, that's funny as fuck. Yeah, they won't sell you the living fork nor the living. Why does the living spoon look baked? Oh my god, he looks hella baked. Look at how red his fucking eyes are. Oh fuck! What else was on TV around the time that I was young? Advertisement wise, it's kind of a shame that I remember advertisements this well. I kind of don't like that, but it's kind of inevitable in the decade I was raised, I suppose. We've got an orange spine unicron fish. Let's buy a Cyganus guttatus and a Cyganus yavus and a trout and barracuda and a carp. Is there anything that costs like 19 and a koi? Sure. Cool. Anyways, just give me the living tombstone. Oh, dude, shout out to Living Tombstone. In my headcanon, Zoo Pals is what inspired you to become a pal yourself. It might have had an influence. I might have been like thinking up my new identity and been like, well, the word pal from Zoo Pals. Hey, hold on. What? Wait a fucking minute. What wiki is this from? World of Smash Bros. LOL wiki? What the fuck is World of Smash Bros. LOL wiki? Okay, I've wanted to do this for a while, right? Let's do some wiki trawling, cause what the fuck is a Smash Bros. LOL wiki? New Year Pal Hal Zoo Pal plate. Wait, oh shit! If I ever get big enough for merch, I want to do that. I want to sell a Ethan Zoo Pal plate. That would be funny as fuck. You're a genius, Andrew. They invented intelligent life and never brought it back. I always wanted Zoo Pals as a kid, but they were just paper plates. It's cause of the marketing, man. It's crazy how effective like showing kids having fun with like a plate can make you as a kid be like, I want to have fun with a plate, and then you get them and you're like, what the fuck was I interested in this for? What the fuck did I want this for? I'll tell you what was killer though, right? What was what was it called? They were like little frozen kids meals on frozen kid dinners. What were they called? Kid cuisine. Those are like still a thing, right? You can still buy those. Fucking kid cuisine. Yeah, there they are. Some of these look like school lunches. Like flat out, this looks like a school lunch. Pudding now with cookie spoon. Reduced fat pepperoni double stuffed crust pizza. Oh my goodness. 370 calories for a full meal. It's not that bad. Comes with corn. They do kind of look like shit in real life, huh? So, like, I was dog sitting for my sister yesterday, and when I left that evening, her house was like besieged by frogs. Tiny frogs everywhere, small as your pinky. Huh. Interesting. There's this one wiki that writes fake episodes of Family Guy just to gaslight people. Dude, there's another wiki then I have to show you, actually. The brownies in those sucked. The corn always ended up in them somehow. Ugh. Yeah, a little bit of a bad mix. Here. So the Calamity wiki for Calamity mod for Terraria, right? They have a wiki.gg page, and it's what you'd expect. It has all the items you can get, all the bosses you can fight, all the mechanics that are involved. Cool stuff. They had a fandom wiki a long time ago. Um it's been abandoned for the most part. So people have just kind of been doing whatever they want with it. For example, say hello to Laruga. Hold on. Let me do this, just in case. Yeah, there we go. Laruga. There we go. Fish her off. Say hello to Laruga. Which I'm gonna come out and tell you right from the start, nothing you see on this wiki is real. Nothing you see on this wiki is real. Everything on the Calamity Mod fandom wiki is not a real thing that exists. But Laruga. Here, it has doesn't this have it has other images, I swear. Or maybe I'm just crazy. When Laruga is alive, a custom ambience plays. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I don't want to listen to Laruga's ambience anymore. It's got look at all the words they've written out to describe Laruga. Wonder if they've changed anything about the hive mind. No, he's normal. That's good. Obviously, a lot of this is still fake, but this one's mostly normal. That's good. Um, the problem is, right? They're pretty good at making convincing. What is this, Drugor? Is Purple Francis there? I wish. I miss you, Purple Francis. Let's see here. What's serial designation N? I don't remember this in Calamity. That is N from from fucking Murder Drones. Yeah, that's not a real boss. He does not exist. The Fabricational Quartet. Oh wait, no, these are actual bosses. I'm pretty. Wait, no, they're not. Wait, yes, they are. I earnestly can't remember. It's been so long since I've played Calamity. No, that one's. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure these guys are different. The Thanatos is real. I remember him. I'm losing my memories. I gotta get out of here. Good cuisine. All right, let me put this back down. Put the music back on. There we go. Dementia experience, so true. We need Lawson. I've been trying. It's funny you bring up Ruina and you mentioned Roland because I've been thinking about around the time of my birthday. Probably not actually on it, just because that would be hard to schedule for. But maybe I want to do like a 24-hour stream where I just try to beat Ruina in one sitting. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. I want to do it as a celebration of either my birthday or maybe like my stream anniversary. Probably not stream anniversary because I probably wouldn't be able to get the days off. Let me see. My stream anniversary I think is October 11th. If not, it's somewhere around there. Which, I mean, it would actually be theoretically possible. I'll have to look further into that. I don't know. But I think it'd be fun to try and beat Ruina in one sitting. Because I think I have the knowledge to do it. It's just a matter of actually getting through the fights. Especially some of those fucking later ones, man. Oh my god. Some of the later fights in Ruina are just fucking devious. How long would it take you? Well, here. Just to give you an idea, there's a site I like to use called How Long to Beat. And they're usually pretty bang on about it. So, How Long to Beat, Library of Ruina. Main story, 113 hours. So, you know, it might be a bit of a challenge. But that's not assuming that you skip cutscenes and stuff, so I think it's possible. Here, let me see what the quickest Ruina speedrun is. Library of Ruina. Man, I wish Cyrix were here. Speedrun.com, Library of Ruina. The fastest speedrun 2 years ago was 6.5 hours. So, you know, it would require probably like a full day. Jam. Yeah, exactly. If Hal was born today, he would be a baby and it would be his birthday and he would not be hosting a stream. That's all true. That's there's not a single falsehood in what you said. All right. Just to put us on a new track here, right? I wanted to talk about movies. Yeah? Cuz I've been watching a few recently with friends and stuff, right? Me and Sky a couple of months ago went to see Backrooms when it released together in theaters in her hometown. And that was fun. I kind of knew. I did something a little illegal while we were there, but it wasn't like anything too bad. But it did make me a little anxious for while we were watching the movie. No, I'm not gonna talk about anything to do with Backrooms' plot. But I just wanted to mention that I've seen it because it's very good. But what was I talking about? Right. I want to find more movies that are bad so that I can laugh at them. Your liminal criminal. That, Jesse, that is the most contextually hilarious statement ever made in this Twitch chat. Like, that's low-key pretty impressive, to be honest. Oh, but like for example, right? I've watched a lot of Neil Breen movies, and they like barely even count as movies. So you could choose not to count them if you'd like, right? But Have you watched Cocaine Bear? I actually have. I saw that in theaters, this guy too. And like, there was not many people in that fucking theater, man. This was like maybe a week after it came out. There was so few people in that theater. I was so sad. But it was funny. It was a fun movie to watch. That's kind of the sort of thing I'm talking about. I think you're understanding the assignment here. Cause fuck, I fucking love Cocaine. I think the example that like a lot of people bring up is The Room by Tommy Wiseau. But Cocaine Bear is a movie that I feel like you had to watch when it came out, LMAO. Yeah. Like outside of not even the sense of it was like crass in a certain way that used to be acceptable. Nothing like that, but it is the perfect example of a product of its time. Like it stars like a couple of like fucking TikTok stars, I'm pretty sure. Like the guy who did the retail videos, Scott Seitz. No, what was his name? Retail TikTok guy. Yeah, no, it was Scott Seitz. I'm not crazy. Yeah, it starred him as like a paramedic or something. Fuck, man, that movie was bad. It wasn't that bad. I'm being mean. I'm being a little too mean. I need to watch the new War of the Worlds with my friend. I still haven't watched it in full, but I've seen clips of the movie and oh my god, it looks so funny. I won't lie. A movie that surprised me, right? And this is silly. It's silly that I care about this at all. But a movie that surprised me is the fucking Angry Birds movie. a friend of mine convinced us all to watch it together like earlier this year, I'm pretty sure. And it was earnestly kind of funny. It is so bad. Please watch it with a friend and not alone. What? Talking about The Room? There's one that like, oh no, War of the Worlds, yeah. Oh god, I can only imagine. That's something that I wouldn't want to watch alone. That's a movie that I want to get drunk and I want to be around my friends and I want to watch it so we can all point and laugh. I'll tell you what, there's a movie that it had a single clip on YouTube go like insanely viral. Here, hold on. The greatest chase scene ever. On the best chase scene ever. Is that what it was called? No, what was it called? Amazing bulk chase scene. Yeah, here we go. So this is a movie that I don't recommend you watch at all. It's really just not worth the time. But it had a clip. Here it is. 8.3 million views 12 years ago. We are almost at the end of the movie and we haven't even used all our stock footage yet. So keep in mind, this is not like a movie that was put into theaters. This was a DVD release, go figure. I kind of just want to let it speak for itself, if that's okay.
They must have me confused with the enemy. I'm afraid I wasn't telling the truth, Henry. There is no antidote. What do you mean? No cure that will bring you back to your former self. You see, the government stopped funding my project 2 years ago. So I looked elsewhere for funding. Dr. Kenlove was more than willing to dole out any amount of cash. He wanted the serum, he said, as a cure for his ED. He gave more than I could ever imagine. Now that you created the serum and proved it successful, I know
He's just staring directly to the fucking camera, bro.
The government for creating an army of superhuman soldiers. You're crazy, you know that? You're sick! And now I shall eliminate you. You bastard!
How late an egg? Can you up the volume a bit? Sure. Why is he in a castle? Because they had stock footage of a castle. How late an egg? Nuh-uh. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Is a jet plane? Yep, of course, going from the farm to the other farm. Oh, and there's a tank involved now, too, and it fires a shot at it. No, 2 shots. Oh. They're pulling out all the stops. Yep, kids on a seesaw. Oh, and here's an animated cartoon soldier guy. Gecko on a laptop. You know, the normal things you expect from a chase scene. The Red Baron is gonna do a spin. It's gonna circumvent the bulks running by 2%. He's running through a soccer field, and an explosion is going off directly in front of him. You know, normal stuff. Pirate ship. Cannons. Taking some cannonball shots at him. Oh, run, little child, bouncing a ball on your head. You're gonna die. Now he's on a road. Zeus is gonna throw a lightning bolt at him, of course. You know, everybody's gonna stop the bulk. He's gonna run by Rowdies. Whatever the fuck Rowdies is. Here comes another helicopter. Another lizard. Submarine. Sure. In case the bolt goes aquatic, I suppose. Train tracks with an active running train. That definitely looks like it hit him. Tracker smelling some bulk tracks, I guess. Here comes another fucking helicopter. Here comes the same fucking tank again. Here's a superhero dog. Fucking cowboy. Another helicopter. How much longer is this? There's still another fucking minute! There's another 2 minutes! Jet plane with a guy inside. That's the first time we've seen a real human for the past 2.5 full fucking minutes. We kill for peace. Another lizard on a laptop. A lot of those for some reason. Another jet.
Drop the bomb. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Fucking Luigi's on the bomb. That's fine. We didn't need him anyways. We don't need the other Mario brother. It's fine. Let him be on the bomb. He's gonna fall for a while. They were very up in the air, you know, suborbital kind of stuff. And the bomb has landed.
Mission accomplished.
Yep, mission accomplished. Dogs in heaven with the angels. Got wings.
Cupcake. What's wrong? How did you get in here?
What happened? Did something happen to Hank?
Honey, Hank knew he was risking his life when he agreed to this mission. He stopped Cantla. But I'm afraid he got himself killed in the process. He was a
I can't
brave
believe
man.
it. I can't believe
Never
he's such
forget
a
that.
liar.
No! No!
Devious evil soldier man. General man. Look at that fucking fountain! So yeah, that's the amazing bulk. That's like all you need to see from it. That's the whole value of the movie provided. Here, let me catch up here. POV, it's 4 in the morning, so you can't sleep, so you watch a Your Pal Hal stream. I'm so sorry, Kyron, but also hello. But yes, there's a director's commentary, right? On the DVD, there's a director's commentary where I'm so serious. Half the time the dude's just like, yeah, I just really wanted to make a parody. So I got a bunch of stock footage. There's a website where you can get a bunch of stock footage. And I got a bunch of stock footage. And I just started, putting it together. I probably made about 60 shots for the movie. Or something like that. And he's like so proud of himself. And the best fucking part is the director's commentary goes dead fucking silent for that entire chase scene. There is not a single word of fucking commentary on that goddamn chase scene. He just lets it play out. Hello, Noki. Good to see you. I just showed you some shit, but I hope you stay. Please. Hooray. And people paid for this? No, nobody paid for it. It went to bargain bins, if it ever even went to stores. Because it was a straight-to-DVD movie. Obviously, that never got into theaters and never could get into theaters, more than likely. But the director's commentary for that movie is so stupid. The whole thing was basically like filmed on a green screen. Go figure. Because that's how they get a lot of their stock footage. Here, I wonder how much of that movie is actually up on YouTube, because I kind of want to show you some more of it. Because there's... Oh, baby, there's more. Redeem the toilet PNG. I'm so glad I don't fucking have that. Oh my god. I need to go bleach my eyes of naked Thanos. I'm gonna give you some more. Eclipse! Hello, kitty cat! How went your Rainbow Six? Hopefully well. Hopefully quite well. Let me get you a shout out in order. If you don't know Eclipse somehow, and you do know me, which is very unlikely, but if you don't, Eclipse is a very cool... Jesse, thank you. You freaking dork. But if you somehow know me, but not Eclipse, Eclipse is a very cool cat. They stream a lot of Destiny, a lot of Rainbow Six, a lot of shooters. I think it's time for my Rainbow Six ego era. So true. Yeah, Raiders, you dodged a bullet. I go meow. I go scream. But you won't dodge this bullet. We're gonna take you back to YouTube, and we're gonna see amazing bulk opening scene. There's no way it's been uploaded. No, but there's a few scenes uploaded. Here.
Whoa, wait.
This works.
It's not what it looks like.
Like I said, they always come back to the scene of the crime.
We're gonna have to take you down to the station.
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
I bite back. I bite you back. Hold on. Let me get a browser capture set up. You've got to see more of this incredible piece of film artistry. Is the full movie on YouTube?
Whoa.
Fuck. Would you earnestly get copyrighted for Amazing Bulk? Because if you wouldn't, I feel like that would be a fun thing to watch on stream with everybody. Fuck! It is protected by copyright as an original audiovisual work. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, well that's that idea dead in the water. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I was never a big fan. I have nothing against the Monty Python style of comedy, but it's just not my cup of tea. I think. When I was younger, I thought the Black Knight going, "Come back here, I'll bite your leg off," was fucking hilarious. But it's because I was like 10 and everything was hilarious. Oh, I didn't even do my little spiel. For those of you who have rated in from Eclipse, Hello. I'm your pal Hal. You can call me Lawson or Ethan or Hal, any of those. I'm usually a variety streamer. I play a lot of things. If you look at my current history, it's been a lot of D2. I've been playing a lot of D2. I got back into the game in a pretty big way after the final end of service update. But I play a variety of things. Today, we are currently doing a live recording of a little show I run called Not a Podcast, in which I'll admit it's kind of a podcast, but we have a visual component, right? It's still a stream. It counts. I urinated. Hi, Cheesy. But here, let me pause our background music so I can show you this piece of, I was about to say this piss of cinema masterpiece.
Not what it looks like. Like I said, they always come back to the scene of the crime.
We're gonna have to take you down to the station.
I don't think that'd be a good idea. You don't want to do that.
Watch him transform. He's going bulko mode. He's bulking out. He's bulking up.
Well, it ain't Barney the purple dinosaur.
It's so fucking ugly, bro.
You're gonna need an army to take down that monster.
Can you believe this is fucking real? Naked Thanos. Look, the same fucking running animation. Look at the way they run, man. Hold on. That car just fucking exploded. I forgot about that. Hold on. Let's go through this frame by frame, shall we? This deserves frame by frame, I think. He knocks the fucking light pole away. Instantly, it just fucking flies away. And then his toe taps this fucking car. And the car fucking splits into atoms. It's just fucking in pieces. Instant. Hold on, let's see that in motion again, shall we? Just knocking cars over. Look at how tiny that van is in the middle of the street. Oh my fucking god.
Closer, I need a better shot.
Closer? You gotta be out of your mind. I don't know what the hell that thing is down there, and I sure as hell don't want to find out.
Tell me, you need to get closer. I don't
can't
have a
even
shot. This
think,
could be our
bro.
big ticket to bigger, better things. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll get a little closer. Just a little though.
I'll get a little closer.
All right, you're not gonna regret this. I'm telling you, this could be our big shot.
This fucking stock footage too. It looks like a Gmod map or like a really bad VR chat map. And also, conveniently, there have been shipping containers literally everywhere they've walked, for the record. He's just in front of like a fucking municipal building now. Is that? It's like a temple. No, okay, that's a court. That's a courthouse. That's normal, I guess. Why is that van just colored orange and red though? Why is it parked on the stairs to the courthouse? Green car. Look out for the green car. It's the same one! It's the same one! It's the same exploding car from like 5 seconds ago! They just use it again! Dunk! 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 It just splits into pieces fucking immediately. Oh, he's knocking over a bench. Look out! Damn, they can't shoot for shit! Now he's running by the crates. The shipping crates. What? Can we Can we just admire this shot for a second? This shot. Can we just admire that? Oh, I can't believe this shit is real. I'm so glad it is, though. I want to help you get the secret exotic D2 in D2, or at least start the quest for it. Which secret exotic? Because I probably know which one you're thinking of. I just looked up the ending of this movie, and honestly, if more movies ended that way, I'd be okay with it. My pal Hal at these hours. Hi, Arello. Yes, of course. I read Cold Bears. Of course. Watch this shit.
Look out! Lisa!
Look at this fucking angle! Why is he like giant?
You were right! We're gonna make history with this footage!
Oh man, come on, get in there, get closer in there. This is gonna be the big ultimate death scene. You know what I'm saying?
The big ultimate death scene.
We're close enough already, aren't we?
No, come on, get closer. You gotta get in there. This is the thing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a payday for us. I can see the headlines now. It's gonna be super pilot and amazingly charming cameraman captures it all. Get in there.
Captures it all.
Allow me to zoom in on
Imagine he was holding the camera backwards. It kind of looks like he might be. Oh.
zoom in on the action.
Dude, hold on. That moment when the Titan appears in fucking Delta. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe this movie's fucking real, man. And yep, he just crushes it with his hands and it explodes and he walks away sadly. Sad Bulk. He didn't mean to hurt no one. No, Bulk sad. And injured. His hand clipping onto his stomach. Hello, Bulk man. Goodbye, Bulk man. Every time Bulk runs, he looks like he is running to the bathroom and trying to hold it. Oh. Amazing shit. Everyone is mean to him. Okay, I've got to get off the Bulk. We've got to get off the Bulk train. Let's go in a different direction. How would you guys feel? Oh, not the fruit nuke, please, please, anything but the fruit nuke. Yeah. Anyways, how would you guys feel next time? Because I've meant to you know, any good show, any good episodic show usually will take on guests, right? Hee, bet. Hee, bet. Thank you, Jade. How'd you guys feel next time about running like an episode of the podcast where we just do like an open mic sort of thing, you know? I would only be allowing in people that I recognize obviously and trust, but you know, I like if you would like to jump in, I would be in the streaming room VC and you would just jump in the waiting room and I could move you in, you know? I think that could be fun. Invite me. Of course, Jesse, you'd be the first on the list. Don't be silly. I could never deny Jesse its chance to speak. Honestly, though, further follow-up question, right? Kind of feel like these like episodes of the podcast don't work crazy well whenever I just, you know, kind of ramble on. Oh fuck. Dr. Wingdings Gaster is in the chat. Oh god. Hello, Dr. Wingdings Gaster. Hold on. Wingdings translator. what? Huh? I don't think this is a good Wingdings translator. Hold on. Decode. 6 unsupported. The Jaron Ipron. Oh. Hold on. There's gotta be one that works. Yeah, no. However you converted this, Liam, I'm not. It's not turning back. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can put it into like a text document and do it that way. Flalfa. Format, font. No, okay, it doesn't seem to work that way. Fuck. Damn it. What does this one say? Oh my god. Hold on. Jarona. Never mind. I should have known. Hi, Liam. But yeah, what I was gonna say. Oh, and here, let me get the music back on. What I was gonna say is, obviously, I don't feel like these episodes, whenever I get left to my own devices, to ramble on, right? I feel like it doesn't end up being like good for anyone involved. The whole world stopped when WD Gaster walked in, as it always does. So, like, I was thinking from now on, like, not even running these for the full 2 hours if I just can't think of anything at a certain point. Like, I think an hour is long enough for a podcast. That's as long as I would expect anyone to hold their attention on my my content when it's like this, when it's these more low down, stripped back sort of things, you know? But that's why I'm asking you guys, because I want your perspective. Oh god. That's a lot of wingding. It's rude to talk to it should have been talk about someone who's listening. It translated as talk to someone who's listening. I haven't played Undertale in a very long time. I don't think I ever actually finished the True Pacifist route, but I should go back and do so. Have a nice day. Okay, catch you later, Leah. Amazing. There's a lot of wings in these dings. I'm so excited for the rest of Deltarune to come out. Chapter 5 was fucking incredible. I'm not going to spoil anything about it, because I'm sure there's people here who haven't played it yet, but man, I'm kind of blown away by how much of a phenomenon, like, everything Toby Fox has been a part of has been. Because, like, I guess the Halloween hack was a pretty low down sort of thing, right? But, like, that had a big community around it. And obviously, you know, it had some success among that community. And then he made music for fucking Homestuck, which was like, you know, a big thing for so many fucking years. And then he made Undertale, which was, quite frankly, earth-shattering. Like, when Undertale came out, that was the biggest thing for the next, like, 4 years, I feel like. It's hard to even remember now, because, you know, it was 2015. But... And then, obviously, Deltarune since has just been similarly like a fucking cataclysmic event. I mean, it's frequently taken down the store Steam front, hasn't it? Whenever updates come out and shit. It's kind of insane how much of an impact Toby Fox has had on popular culture. And he's so, like, I don't know. Mysterious isn't like the right word I'm looking for. He's just so reserved. He doesn't talk about himself like ever. It's so strange. I just think it's kind of amazing. I am still trying to figure out what I actually want to do for streams next week, because next week Sky will be with me, and I think that'll be the last week of streams before yeah, that'll be the last week of streams before I shove off for Adelphia, and during which time you will not see me for a while, and I apologize for that. I'll try to have some stuff thrown together for before I leave, just to keep you guys sated in my absence. But I'll only be gone from August 3rd to August 12th, so maybe I can do like a stream like on Thursday after I get back or something. The pal disappears. Oh no, not for very long. Not for very long. Miss you already? You'll have another full week with me. Don't worry about it. You'll get all the me in that you need. Honestly, unless you guys have something you'd like to talk about, I think that's a good place for us to end off. And I could send you off to somebody, so you could spend whatever time further you'd like to spend with them. So consider this your open forum moment. We'll just have to entertain ourselves with my bud mud. That sounds fucking awesome. I need to finish this Nightwave help advance to Amir's. That'll be fine. It'll be fine, Aurello. I believe in you. I need a shower. Well, then you know what? Let's just shift in the ending. A good, brief, not a podcast stream. I like that. I've already got somebody in mind to send you off to as well, so it works out quite well. Really quick, I want to thank you guys so much for being here, as always. I say it all the time, but I really do mean it. It's amazing that you guys come by still and hang out with me. Yeah, I don't really know how better to say it, but thank you for that. You'll see me again, obviously not tomorrow morning, but probably maybe not the next day either. You'll see. I'll have a schedule out Monday night, I'm pretty sure. So you'll see me again. And we'll maybe do something fun for the week before I leave. That all being said, I hope you guys have a great morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you right now. We're going to send you off to someone playing Destiny 2. Shy Girl Else. Hal statue made of mud that isn't supposed to talk but talks like meat chowder anyways. I love that. That'd be amazing. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here, Chaz. You guys are all truly wonderful. Have a great day. Bye-bye.